Alright, and welcome guys to a new video. Today I want to show you how to make social media optimized videos, especially for Instagram and Facebook. You may ask, why the fuck do you need social media optimized videos? Well, just imagine you are a content creator or you are a online marketing guy, whatever. You're selling online products, you're making videos for YouTube, and now you want to start making Instagram or Facebook marketing stuff, or you just want to make a highlight video for your YouTube video and share this on Facebook. You have to know that making videos for especially Facebook and Instagram have to be optimized so people will more likely click on these videos and watch these videos. And how to make these optimized videos is what I'm going to show you today. So you see that's what we are about to do. And you may already see this is a square video. You may also ask now, why the fuck are we making square videos? Well, we're living in 2017. People are using their phone vertically, especially when they are scrolling through their Facebook feed or Instagram feed. They don't use their phone horizontally there, they use it vertically. That's why we are using square video format, because it's just much better to be seen with a square video on Facebook or Instagram. And I also have a little present at the end of the video, so stay tuned for free, of course. Let's get started. So the first thing we have to do is make a new sequence. You can do that by clicking on that little symbol here, new object, and then sequence, the first one. Now you can use any preset here, or you can even make a preset for yourself later for these social media optimized videos. I'm just using now a digital SLR 1080p 25. Use whatever preset or frame rate you want. We're going to click on settings, and as I said, use the frame rate you want. I'm living in Europe, that's why I'm using 25 frames a second. And the most important thing is the resolution. Change, if you're using a full HD preset, change the first number here from 1920 or whatever number there is to 1080, and make sure that the second number is also 1080. So we have now a square video format. Also, of course, square pixel, progressive scan, and just give it a fancy name if you want to. And I'm just going to call the tutorial, and then just click OK. So there's our square video format. I'm just going to show you what many people do when trying to make good social media optimized videos. They do the following. They have a black background. Now what they are going to do is they add their footage, for example this one. They put it inside, keep the settings, and then they scale it down so they see the whole video, because now we are missing some parts of the imported video on the right, on the left side, because it's only square format and not 60:9. So they scale. What most people do is they scale it down like this, maybe like this, and then they add a text at the top and at the bottom, and that's it. But this looks totally shitty. I will show you. Or let's just do it like in the example. Water is fun. And now that's what they do. That's what they do. This looks totally shitty and not good at all. So let's get rid of this. We want to make a much better thing today. The first thing I want to show you is, or I would suggest you, is don't use a fucking black background. You can use it. It gives a much more higher contrast, especially on Facebook and Instagram. But I personally like to use a white background, you know, because it just fits much more with all the white background on Instagram and on Facebook. You can just try out and look what you like more. I prefer a white background, but you can also use like different colors like red, green, yellow, whatever, or you can even use colors with patterns, you know, just to get some variation. I'm now using a white background, and I recreate this white background by clicking on this symbol here, new object, and then I think it's in English called color matte. Click OK, check your settings here, 1080 by 1080, click OK, and just make any color you want. I'm using white. Click OK, give it a cool name, BG for background, for example, and OK. So before we're importing our video, we are importing the background, the white background on the first video layer. Now we have a white background. That's totally cool. Now we can import our video. So just put it on layer 2. So as you already know, we are missing some parts of the video on the left and on the right side. What you can do is you can scale it down so you can see everything, but often it's not necessary. If you are speaking in front of the camera, for example, then you might be in the center of the video. So it doesn't matter if there are some parts missing on the right or the left side. Just I would never scale it down like this. I would scale it much more up. So for example, in this one, I want the paddle on the left side to be in frame. That's why I'm aligning it so the paddle is in frame. If you're speaking in the middle of the video, just center yourself and give a fuck about the missing parts on the left and on the right side. That's it. You also saw in the false example some minutes ago that people are using bars at the top and at the bottom, like this, just a little smaller and like this. I would not use it. You can make it like this, but I would not, because people are scrolling down and the first thing they see is the top bar with the text. And that's why I would stick with it. So I suggest you white background, and of course you can try anything you want, but that's just what I would do. Make it a little bit bigger, center it the way you want to, or frame it the way you want to frame it, and then put it all the way down. So you only have a white bar at the top. This fits very well because we have a blown out sky in this video. I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger and then like this. Yeah, that's good. The next thing we are going to add is some more visuals and to bring more color into it. What I like to use for this are emojis. There is a great website on the internet. You can find the link in the description to download some emojis. And these emojis make the whole thing much more attractive, much more appealing. So always try to use fitting emojis. I'll just have to import them. I'm just using a box glove and a smartphone, whatever. And then just put them on 2 more layers right here. So what I want to do with the mobile phone is I want to scale it down a little bit and then just put it in the corner. That's what many people do, is put it in the corner of your video. Same with the boxing glove. Put it in the corner. Put it in the corner like this. And yeah, as I said, when people scroll down in the social media feed, they want something appealing, and adding visuals by using emojis is a great way because you get so much colors. Now we're going to add the text. As I said, I'm only using a top bar. Just click in there and then add water is fun, for example. Again, I'm going to redo that. Only big letters. So now I'm going to give it a black color. And yes, that's it. But that doesn't look too good still. So there's also something very important, is try new things with your font or with your text. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use just Arial and make it bold. Center the text. Put it up. Make it a little bit smaller so it fits in there. And then just use some variation. All right. Don't use a plain black text, which looks totally the same. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to make the is, for example, a little bit smaller and make it italic, bold italic. And then I'm going to make the water, for example, because it fits with the blue arrow here. I'm going to make it also blue, maybe even the same blue. Let's see how that looks. I'm going to use a much more desaturated blue. And the font, for example, could be red because of the boxing gloves. And that looks much more better than just a plain black text. And then there's also another option you can do. So just imagine you're scrolling down your Facebook feed. You're seeing this video and you're talking in front of the camera. But Facebook doesn't play the sound if you scroll down the feed. Neither does Instagram. So that's why you have to add a text at the top bar so people know what your video is about. And just make it a little clickbait, you know. But there's also another effective way to make people stop scrolling and listen to your video and even turn on the audio, which are subtitles. Subtitles are also a great way. They are hard to do, or they are not hard but time consuming. But if your video is just a highlight video and a minute long, for example, it's totally fine. So what you can do is add a new object, subtitles. An important thing is change it to open subtitles. Make sure 1080 by 1080. Click OK. And then just add it to a new layer. And then you have to just edit some of the subtitles. So actually, well, if you don't have the subtitle edit window here, you can just click on top here, window, and then subtitles. So I can now enter, for example, hello. And I would always suggest you to get rid of this pure black background, right? So click there, background color, and then change the opacity to about like 70 maybe or 60%. And also make it a little bigger and position it with this grid here wherever you want it. All right. So that's just how you make appealing Instagram and Facebook, so social media optimized videos. And at the beginning of the video, I told you I have a little present for you. You will get a fully functional preset for free. Just write me an email to the email address that you see right here on the screen, and you will receive a free preset. So that's it for the video today. If you have feedback, just write it into the comments. If you have any ideas, just write me an email as well or write it into the comments. And I would like you to leave a like if you liked it, and to subscribe to see more stuff and tell me what you want to see next. So hope you liked it, and have a nice day, guys. It was nice to have you here, and yeah, goodbye.